Daddy is about to give a fervent warning of biblical proportion here and now. Now, I don't want to have this be any kind of roasting fest or anything of the sort. This is also not a way for me to make people run around with their heads cut off or anything that involves hopelessness. That's not what this message is about. But we do have to be aware of how to hit demons where it hurts. And specifically, I'm going to talk about the modern woman today and the demons that the modern woman has, and how really most modern women in today's society, they really just want you to care about them. They don't really care about you. They want you to care about them. How do I know this? And what is my evidence for this? Well, before I go any further, I want to take a passage out of Isaiah 13:11 and 12. It says, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir." So that scripture is essentially saying that a true man of God is going to be more valuable than gold in the end of times, right? And how through God, it's through acting in accordance with God's laws, there's going to be a shift in the collective consciousness in how the proud and the haughty act around men of Yah. So, again, women don't really care about, the modern woman doesn't care about you men. And I do genuinely believe that it's a monster of our own creation, men. It is a byproduct of simping. It's a byproduct of not standing up for ourselves. It's a byproduct of laziness. It's a byproduct of cowardice. It's a byproduct of fear of the unknown. It's a byproduct of all of these things collectively. And yet, most of the time, I'm not saying that we're the ones to blame, men. However, I do think that because of the hierarchy, with Christ being the head of men and men being the head of women and women being the head of children, I do think that it's incumbent upon us as men to recognize that we created this monster called the modern woman. And it's so crazy to me. I'm at the gym the last few days, and women are, today's Memorial Day, right? So there are lots of more like relationship partners out and about, and people are going to the gym together, and that's all cute and dandy and fun. But what isn't cute and dandy and fun is when I'm being I'm being spiritually attacked by these women. They're like staring at me. I can see from the corner of my eye. They're staring at me because I'm not checking them out. I'm not looking at them, and they're wearing fairly revealing clothes. And I'm a man, so I'm still going to look at least once, but it's not like I'm going to stare with my with drool hanging out of my mouth or anything of the sort. And they got, like, I could feel their energy was very spiteful toward me. Very, very spiteful. And it was like they were filled with this envy of me for some reason. And then there came along these other group of guys with this group of girls, and they seemed like they were all in relationships with each other or whatnot, just by everything that they were talking about. And as they went to leave, one of the women walks in front of me and like stares me down as she's about to leave. And I'm getting really uncomfortable at this point because I'm just in between my sets, I'm just doing my thing. And it was so uncomfortable to feel this energy and to think that these women have men in their life. What the fuck do you need me for? Like, these women are not loyal. You understand? They're not loyal to anything but their emotions. They truly have no understanding or perception of where they actually are. They genuinely can't seem to understand that you can have one man, and that's okay. Like, you don't need to be sexually promiscuous. You don't need to be searching a man's validation all the time. And if you're doing that, then you're probably not with the right guy, I would say. And then there were some other girls later where this girl and I had talked a couple months ago, and I didn't perpetuate anything because I saw the red flags after our conversation, and I could feel that she was more of a taker and not a giver. And I was just like, no thanks. I'm good. I don't play that game. If I'm not even getting questions back about me, then I know that that's not a sign of continuing to pursue. But all of a sudden, she brings in a different guy almost every other week for the last few weeks. And then this last week, she started to like openly flirt with him in front of me, trying to make me jealous or something, I suppose. And she literally would do this right in front of me. And I just thought to myself, like, wow, these women have no respect for themselves. They would rather chase the validation of men that don't give a shit about them anymore, that they really didn't care about in the first place, only because they want you to care about them. That's what's going on. And this goes back to the scripture, talking about arrogancy and proud, overtly proud, and haughtiness of the terrible. These women are haughty. They are not they're not wife material. They're not ready to be mothers, men. So don't even give them anything. Like, don't give them anything. It's like I would be your daddy. Like I would be. In fact, you know what? I would go even a step further. It's almost like I just need to be the spiritual daddy of a lot of these women out here. And I can tell them that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I can tell them, I can give them direction. I can tell them what to do. But at the end of the day, if they're not listening, it's like I'm not going to be a daddy to somebody that isn't listening. Why would I? And here's another thing, women. If you just want a man, but you don't need a man, what's the point of having a man in your life then? And if you always just want a man and you don't need a man, then you're going to be like those other women at the gym that are continuing to seek the validation of other men simultaneously while having a man in your life. That's called cheating. That's called intention to cheat. Anyway. And that just goes to show how little morals you have. It goes to show that you are not done with doing stupid shit. It's like, when are you going to stop doing stupid shit to ruin the best things in your life? Women, modern women, when are you going to stop? Do they have any idea that we're on the verge of an economic collapse? This is another thing that was crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. I'm pretty sure, I'm not certain, but my intuition tells me that because I wouldn't talk to this girl, she got a new car. She got a new vehicle. She went and did some retail therapy. And she was talking about it and openly making it known to the people around. And it was cringe, man. It was just cringe. It was just like that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Like you're just looking for status. You're looking for a symbol of status. And I'm not really about that. Like I never wear like I wear t-shirt and jeans, man. Like I'm not about having Abercrombie and Finch or I don't even know the brands. Like that like that's how much I don't care about the brands. Or Guess. I guess I could Guess is another brand I do know, but it's like you should be looking at how to garden. You should be looking at how to build something in your own home. You should be cleaning. Like learning how to clean. And men, this is something you have to do as well. Fuck wanting a woman to cook or clean for you at this point. Good luck. Good fucking luck. What you have to do as men is get you some cleaning gloves, learn how to clean, get you a decent vacuum or something like that, actually wipe down the walls, actually get the corners of the carpet where the cobwebs form, get you some plants or something to learn how to take care of a plant. Learn how to grow your own food. I'm planning on getting some potatoes planted this afternoon. These women do not give a crap about wanting to provide any kind of nurturing stability for the house anymore. They want money. They want a bag. They want status. They want you to feel as though you care about them so they can feel as though they're worthy of love. Because they don't love themselves. And that's sad. But it is what it is. It's so baffling. It's like, you guys know that we're entering an age where the dollar is probably going to collapse. Right? Like the digital currency is going to be the new thing. That is where we're heading. And it's not going to be exactly what people think it's going to be. We're entering an age where virtue and truth is going to be outlawed. You know what I saw on a news station this morning? I was on the treadmill running right at the gym, and they have the TVs on sometimes, and on this media channel, they were talking about the books being banned and how there are new books being banned more and more each day this year, more than 5 or 10 years before. That was alarming. And it reminded me of a book. I don't know if anybody's heard of this book. It's called Fahrenheit 451. It's where the firefighters are no longer putting out fires. They're actually going into people's houses, taking the books, and then burning them, and then celebrating the burning of the books. It's a very dystopian novel. It's similar to 1984, but a little bit different. And I remember reading that when I was about 17, 18 years old. And I felt like, oh shit, I don't know why I get the feeling, but this is going to happen. I remember getting the feeling when I was that age and reading it. I was like, why does this feel so like it's happening now? Like, why does this feel so like it's going to happen very soon? It's happening, guys. It's happening. This is the shift in consciousness where time is going to be sped up to such a large degree that we have no choice as men but to give these women fucking nothing. Don't give them anything that they do not earn. No more simping. And I can say this because I was a simp at one point in time. I think every man goes through some kind of simp, quote unquote, phase, but some are worse than others. And luckily for me, I didn't do anything too stupid. I did some stupid shit, but I didn't do anything too stupid to put me in a position to where, like, I have to take care of a kid or anything like that and get on child support. Like, I have been and continue to plan to be very careful with my seed. That's why I don't recommend you guys just sleeping around. I don't recommend anybody just fucking just to fuck. If you're gonna fuck, at least be in a relationship and with someone that you can genuinely trust. Because once that trust is gone, that trust is gone. It's like this woman that is flirting with the guy, this new guy, who she has a new guy every other week. It's like, if you can just let your attention go and drift wherever, then your attention must not be very valuable. Right? So, again, I'm not saying that it's hopeless, but men, make yourself and make your life a priority. Make your happiness the first priority. Or at least your relationship to God, because your relationship to God will transpire and transgress and translate into happiness. And don't go out of your way to give these ladies anything that they do not earn. Don't give them gifts. Don't give them money. Again, I heard some stories at the gym that just made me, it was hard to stomach. Like, these guys were paying, I've mentioned this in other videos, but it's still astounding to me. These guys were paying this woman $200 to FaceTime her for 20 or 30 minutes. What the hell? And then we wonder why women are entitled pieces of bitchiness sometimes. Yeah, I went there. These women they don't want you. And if there is a woman that genuinely wants you and not the bag, hold on to her. But do not make her the priority in your life. I have another scripture I want to read from. This is 1 Corinthians 13, is where we're going to start off. It says, "Though I speak with the tongues of men and angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass, a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing." And then it goes on and it says, "Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, and it is not puffed up." So, the message there is that it's okay to be charitable. In fact, charity is a virtue, and perhaps the most important virtue in the Bible, because you're giving your heart and your soul truly for the sake of just the wellness of other people. And I genuinely believe in that. But when you're looking for a relationship with a woman, don't start out with charity. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, considering the virtues of the Bible, but no, they got to earn this shit. They got to show that they want it. And that it's not just about status. It's not just about the symbol of status. It's about building a foundation in which you can all thrive and create a family so that the future generations will live better lives than us. And with that being said, peace be with you. Till next time.